I was pumping gas when I scrolled past a trending local post. I want to bring my side chick over, but my wife's schedule is all over the place. How do I not get caught? Someone replied, been there. I've got 2 parking spots at home. Whenever I'm hooking up, I park my car sideways across both spots. When my wife gets home and can't park, she calls me to move it. While I'm heading down, my girl sneaks out. Been doing this for 6 months, never got caught. The comments were hyping him up, and the original poster even liked the reply. I never post online, but I couldn't help myself. You guys are trash. But when I got home, my husband's car was parked sideways across both our spots. My husband Alexander never parked like that. He was always careful, never crossing the lines. Seeing his car like this, I hit the brakes hard. That post I just read flashed through my mind. It had to be a coincidence, right? Alexander was known for being a devoted husband. We dated for 5 years, been married for 2, 7 years total. He was thoughtful and caring, always treating me like I was precious. He never let me cook or do housework. Knowing how much I loved driving, he'd even gotten me a Porsche for my birthday and bought the parking spot right next to his. Every time we parked, he'd always scoot his car over to his side, leaving me an extra 8 inches of space. How could a guy who loved me that much possibly cheat on me? But I couldn't shake that post. I stared at his car for a long time before making a decision. I didn't call him to move it. Instead, I drove to a guest spot nearby, parked, and walked home. I wanted to see if there really was a cheating husband inside, waiting for my call. At the front door, I quietly pulled out my key and opened it as silently as I could. Once inside, I went straight to the bedroom. The door was half open. I peeked through empty. I checked the guest room, empty. The study, bathroom, balcony, even the storage closet, I checked everywhere. Every room was quiet. No one there. Where was Alexander? Just as I was trying to figure it out, the kitchen door opened. Alexander came out wearing an apron, holding a dish. When he saw me, he looked surprised. You're home early. He quickly set the dish on the table and smiled. I was gonna make a few more dishes before you got off work. Didn't think you'd be home this soon. I'm not done yet. I glanced at the kitchen. Chopped vegetables sat on the cutting board, and my favorite soup was simmering on the stove. He'd clearly been cooking for a while. I relaxed a little and smiled. It was slow at the office, so I left early. Alexander nodded. Go rest for a bit. I'll finish up the last couple dishes. He went back to cooking. Watching him, I couldn't help asking, why'd you park sideways today? He looked back at me, a little embarrassed. I was worried you'd be hungry when you got home, so I rushed upstairs to start cooking. Didn't even think about parking properly, just left it and ran up. His explanation made sense. Every day when I got home, dinner was always ready. Alexander was a surgeon with a crazy schedule, but he always made time to cook for me. Sometimes I'd tell him to take it easy, but he'd always say, you've got a weak stomach. When you get hungry, you get shaky and lightheaded. We can't mess around with that. I need to make sure you've got hot food the second you walk in. Nothing gets in the way of that. After a while, dinner was ready, all my favorites. He served me rice and was about to sit down when his phone rang. He answered, frowning, got it. I'll be right there. He quickly took off his apron. Emergency surgery. I'm the only one who can do it. Gotta go. He grabbed his keys, kissed my forehead, and rushed out. The door closed, and the house went silent. I sat at the table staring at the food, but I wasn't hungry anymore. That post was stuck in my head like a splinter I couldn't get out. Alexander's story checked out, but something still felt off. I put down my chopsticks and walked into the bedroom like I was in a trance. Everything was spotless. He'd made the bed perfectly. Nothing looked wrong, but the neater everything was, the more uneasy I felt. I started searching. The bed smelled fine. Nothing out of place. Even the trash can was clean.